Somewhere, far beyond everything we know, there is a reality we cannot see, yet it shapes everything we can. Modern science tells us that most of the universe lies beyond direct vision, as if we are standing before an edge of knowledge where only a tiny fragment of truth reaches us. We do not see the universe as a whole. We see only a very small part of it through a narrow window called visible light. So is the universe truly dark, or are we the ones living inside a biological cage that defines the limits of our perception? Science does not simply observe. It transforms observation into equations, and equations into a language that reveals what cannot be seen. The universe may be transparent, but our senses are rough and our tools are limited. Light passes through the clear medium, but what we call clarity is only what our eyes are built to catch. As if the laws themselves are telling us that understanding is not the end of the road, but its beginning. This is where the story of missing matter begins, or what we call dark matter. We do not see it directly, but we see its effects in the rotation of galaxies, in the motion of galaxy clusters, and in the large-scale structure of the universe. So the question remains open. Are we facing actual hidden matter, or an incomplete formulation of how we are related to the cosmos? Perhaps the problem is not in what is observed, but in the way we, as observers, connect to it. Here, under the night sky, science does not claim to possess the truth. It simply keeps asking better questions. The universe may be like that for us, more transparent than we imagine. While our senses are rough, our tools are limited, and our capacity for perception was never built to understand everything. We live inside a system larger than ourselves, and we try to explain it with minds that evolved for survival, not for absolute knowledge. So the darkness may not be in the universe itself, but in the limits of human vision. And when we go further, we discover that the universe may not be still at all, but in a constant state of flux. Everything in it moves, changes, and reshapes itself continuously. Yet because we prefer stability, we project onto reality a form that is more rigid than it truly is. But the truth may be more fluid, more mysterious, and more beautiful than any single definition can contain. If we imagine the universe as a growing bubble, a different picture of origin begins to emerge. Not necessarily a simple explosion in the usual sense, but perhaps a phase of perfect harmony, followed by breaking, then the arrival of heat, entropy, and time as we know it. In that moment, time is no longer just a backdrop for events, but the result of a deeper cosmic disturbance. Existence itself may be formed by the movement from harmony to difference, and from unity to distinction. In the end, the greatest power in science is not the answer, but the courage to admit that we do not yet know. Scientific truth does not begin with certainty, but with disciplined doubt. And whoever dares to say, "We do not know," is the closest to discovering something new. Perhaps the real beauty of science is that it refuses comfort and keeps rebelling against the status quo in search of transparency beyond the curtains of darkness.